Good morning, you guys. Alright, today is Wednesday, March 13th. We are currently heading eastbound on Highway 114, coming right up on the President George Bush Turnpike here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. As you see, I just got past DFW Airport a minute ago. Alright, it's time to make our delivery. That load we picked up on that last video, I picked up at Americold in Ontario, California. We have that same load right now. We're going to be delivering it this morning at White Wave Foods, or Danone, here in Dallas. Alright, so you see where we're at here. We're going to basically stay on 114 until we get to State Route 12. Then I'll take 12 straight on down from there. Might have a little bit of traffic delay, it looks like, when we get to where 114, 183, and 12 all kind of meet up there. So, kind of expecting that. A little bit. It's usually just the interchange area itself. It's just kind of always a pain in the ass. I'm already familiar with that interchange there. Alright, that's what we got going on today. Ended up, it's a pretty easy trip, I guess I would somewhat call it, with the time that I had to work with. But really, I'm running into recaps now, so I have no complaints at all about the fact that I had what seemed like an abundance of time to work with on this load. Because I picked up the load. I talked in that other video about how normally I would have taken I-10 and I-20 across, but on this particular load I ended up taking I-40 across instead, and only because I was going to head up to the house and my wife was making enchiladas. She makes the best enchiladas, by the way. And everybody raves about them. They're basically Michoacan style enchiladas that she does, or kind of even does her own way and stuff. Everybody raves about it. Let me get zoomed in a little bit here for you guys and for myself. Oh my, yeah. But yeah, I ended up doing a full 10-hour break at the house instead. I was really just planning on doing a split and then get running after that, but I was like, you know what, I got plenty of time anyway, and I was, even then, with the 10-hour break at the house, I was going to be, I could have gotten almost, I don't think I would have reached all the way over to, made it all the way over here to the customer on this shift, on the previous shift, but could have gotten pretty close. So I ended up by choice deciding to stop in Henrietta, Texas, on Highway 287. Henrietta is about 15-20 miles south of Wichita Falls. You guys are familiar with that area. Anybody who's Air Force, if you're an aircraft mechanic in the Air Force or served in the past as an aircraft mechanic, you're probably very familiar with Wichita Falls because of Shepherd Air Force Base. That's where I went to tech school myself. I ended up stopping there at I like the food options there, and the showers aren't maybe not so. I can't say that shower I had was really that bad, but could have been better. Yeah, I've showered at that place before, at that Pilot. It used to be I forget what that company used to be, but Pilot basically bought them out a year or two ago. Alright, so Highway 12 looks like it's coming up pretty soon. I can see the express lane exit signs for it half a mile ahead now. We still got a little bit of way to go. But, alright. So, today's topic, something I came across on Facebook. I think I heard about this happening previously, but I don't know about specific locations that are doing it. But Love's Truck Stops, word on the street is that now they are starting to put boots on trucks that block the fuel island. So like if you're not there to get fuel, if you're blocking people from getting to the fuel, especially during certain hours of the day, say when they have the morning rush, for example, they don't want anybody slowing down the operations down there for anything. It's not fair to Love's business itself, and it's also not fair to other drivers either. Let's see what's going on here. Is this lane? I need this lane, but it looks like it's closed. So, yeah. Alright, anyway, yeah, if you, I think if you're blocking, if you're just going to Fuel Island and not getting fuel, or maybe if you go into the courtesy lane, I'm not sure all the details on that. I don't know to what extent are they booting trucks, but they are booting people's trucks at this time now. I don't know how much money they're charging to get the boot removed. I heard something about $500, something like that. Pretty good amount. Good expensive way to learn. Don't block the fuel island. And I remember I had this same situation at the Loves in Eric, Oklahoma, not long ago. And I wasn't even trying to get fuel. I just wanted to leave, but I couldn't because I couldn't get to I couldn't access the drive around side, the part that goes around the end of the fuel island. Oh shit. Is this, I was gonna say, how do I, no. I was like, I thought this was the exit for Highway 12. But it looks like on the map like I overshot it, but I'm like, I don't remember overshooting Highway 12. I swore I used the exit for 12 South, but I don't see any signs. Or there's a, all right, I see a sign over here on the other street on the spur saying Highway 12 stay straight ahead. Alright guys, make our turn here. I don't know if it's like some kind of temporary detour stuff because of construction work going on or what. But I could have sworn I used the correct ramp for 12 South. Just looking on the map kind of gave me the impression I overshot it. Anyway, yeah, so I'm at the Loves in Eric, Oklahoma, and this guy ends up wanting he's waiting in line, the lane to my right. Because I was going to try to use I was actually trying to go, I wanted to go around the back right side of him. Let me use this lane here. I got to figure out which direction I need to go, but to me it looks like I need to make a left turn up here. 12 north is right turn, 183 west is straight ahead. South straight ahead. Okay. Yeah, I see some left turn lanes up here, and I'm guessing that's what I need to do. Sun can't make up its mind whether to be out from the clouds or not. It's look like I might get some coverage now though. Alright, yeah, 12 is to the left. And I think I'm in the wrong lane. I think I should be in the other lane. But it's hard to tell. Everybody in the other lane's going straight ahead, so I gotta double check what this guy's doing. Come on, dude. I'm playing a guessing game if you're fucking going straight or left, because I'm not going to trust the fact that you don't have your turn signal on. I've seen too many people make turns without signaling, so like I'm not going to assume that they're going to go straight until I see for sure. And they were kind of hesitant to go, which was giving me indications that, this is weird. Yeah, that was giving me indications that they were going to possibly make a left without signaling. Anything you can do to confuse another driver is not a good thing. Alright, let's get this figured out and make sure we're getting our way onto Highway 12. Then we'll kind of finish talking about that, all that kind of stuff. Do I need to be in the right lane or something? Or wait. Yeah, okay. So all this construction is confusing, but yeah, I got the signs here suggesting I was needing to stay here. Man, what a mess. Someone's whole front bumper, even with their license plate still on it, is sitting right over there. I can't even get on to 12 here. This wasn't such a great direction, a way to go after all. What are you doing, dude? Yeah, I had options when I was still on Highway 287. I was kind of pondering whether to stay on 287 or take 114 across, and I was kind of looking like, well, yeah, on the map it kind of looked like the 114 route might have been slightly better route to take this morning because the traffic conditions, but didn't account for all the road work here and how much time it was going to add going that way. Probably would have just, because I ended up opting for that route. Let's see. All right. For the 114 route mainly because what was it? What interchange? I think it was where I-820, State Route 183, and State Route 121, where they all pretty much meet up. There was a delay over there that I didn't, it wasn't much of a delay, but it was one that I was going to prefer to avoid. Dude, when do I get on to fucking Highway 12? Holy shit, man. And you can see what, I think that used to be the off-ramp or something, but, and then there's this extra lane right here where this truck is stopped. And so you think there must be an on-ramp here, but, oh, finally. Alright. God, what a pain in the ass. Alright, so now we're going to finally be on 12, and should be at least a little bit easier time the rest of the way down. Yeah, it looks like we got green traffic conditions all the way in. Should be about 10 or so miles out. So I might go ahead and don't try to pull a fast one on me, bitch. Alright, so maybe, talk about some of my own experiences with fuel island blockers. I haven't had too many. But I didn't have that one where that guy got out of his truck and then he was trying to gesture for me to go over to the lane to his left because he thought I was getting fuel. But I'm not trying to get fuel. I want to leave. But his trailer was blocking me from getting to the exit lane area. And I was parked too close to the fuel island too, so I had to basically do a kind of a 270 to get positioned right. But then I still couldn't, but come on, car. Oh, good. I didn't know that they had a lane to themselves still there. Alright. Yeah, then he goes inside to go use the restroom because his ass just can't wait till he goes, until he gets up to the fuel island or something. Yeah, and I was about ready to tell him, like, hey, keep your ass in your truck because I'm trying to leave. I don't want fuel. I just want to leave. But it's like either way, I was going to be. I think I was going to be blocked, and I was kind of pondering whether to get fuel or not. So I just said, "Fuck it, I'll just go ahead and get fuel." I wasn't really planning to, but I was thinking about it anyway. So yeah, Had that, and then there was another time, I want to say I was just east of Houston, maybe over by Beaumont area or something. I don't remember exactly where I was at. I want to say it was a Pilot truck stop. Yeah, I think I remember stopping in there. It was on the south side of I-10. And I come up, and I get into one of the fuel island there, or I almost went behind this one particular truck, but then the lane next to it vacated. So I go up into that lane, and as I'm pulling up into that lane, there was 3 people in the truck to my right. I'm guessing it was a guy trading a couple. So it was a husband. It was like a male and female couple, and basically a Hispanic couple, and then like a white redneck looking type of guy. So I'm guessing the white guy was probably trading the Hispanic couple. I'm guessing, but anyway, he's parked right at the fuel island, and they all come out of the building with backpacks. Like, well, they all just came out. They just finished showering then. And then on top of that, when I get back in their truck and I'm busy getting my fuel, I look over there and I see them just sitting there, camping out, eating. Come on, dude, are you fucking seriously? I know you're not gonna fucking try to emerge in front of me like that. Alright, but yeah, they're just sitting there camping out, eating, and there was quite a few spots open in the parking area too. So to me, there was no excuse whatsoever for that. And had he been blocking me, I would have been telling him, because that pisses me off when people do that. Yeah, I understand that sometimes there's some special circumstances where maybe you have to get your fuel from inside. I understand people don't like to use card readers because there's a risk of skimmers. It can still happen inside, but there's less risk of it happening inside the store as there is at the fuel island. Oh, for God's sake, I should have just stayed in the lane. Because now watch, I'll bet you this black Honda here is going to cut me off to get use this exit too. Oh, no, maybe not. God, how annoying. But yeah, I mean, if you pull that shit on me, fine, especially if I think you're blatantly being an asshole, I'd be apt to tell you, you got 5. By the time you got you better get your ass out of this lane now, because if I get back to my truck and I come back, you're gonna need a tow truck to get out of here, and then I'll beat your ass on top of that for being inconsiderate of fellow drivers. That's just bullshit that people even think that nobody else matters except for themselves. And fucking laziness. We don't need that shit in our industry, guys. Why is it on Bonehead Truckers? You watch that channel, like I don't watch it a lot, but I do. But half the crap on there is people blocking the fuel island. That's a big problem. And even Mother Trucker, he just did a video recently himself about. He was interviewing, I guess, a friend of his who. I guess he does security at a truck stop right by where Mother Trucker lives here in Texas, and they were addressing that same issue. People blocking the fuel island. Where the hell gives people the idea that it's okay to do that? Do you ever think about when you need to get fuel or whatever, and you're short on time, and maybe you're running on a tight schedule, and you don't need anything at all slowing you down any more than necessary, and then you get some asshole blocking the fuel island, making sure that you end up late. If you've ever had that kind of situation, then you got no business telling anybody else. I haven't pulled the same thing on anybody else. You know what it feels like, what it's like to to have that sense of urgency, or I hope you have a sense of urgency. If you don't, maybe you shouldn't be in trucking. Alright, this first exit here, well, not the one, well, I guess I call it the second exit here, Keast Boulevard, or Spur 303. We're going to use that and turn left, and then right down the street on the right side will be our customer. Make up your mind. Holy shit. I thought I was getting enough cloud cover again here to where I can take my glasses back off, and then all of a sudden the sun starts popping out again. I guess I'll just leave them on all the way in. I don't know. What was that all about? Alrighty. Okay. Alright, we're gonna come right down the street, and I got the map in satellite mode now to help with a view of what the layout looks like. You can see, you might be able to see there's a staging area just on the near side of where the warehouse itself is at. We're going to park in that staging lot there. There's a couple of ways you can do this when you go to check in. One, you can either use the lane, where the docking area is, and then stop right there in front of where the receiving office is. It's right about where the red pin is at, actually, where the receiving office is at. But I don't have a problem with walking. It's actually good exercise. If there's anywhere I can park in that lot, because last time I came here, that lot was full, and I had to do some, I guess a creative setup to get into pretty much the only spot available. And it's a dirt lot, so plan on leaving here dirty. Alright, this is Ledbetter Road here, and just past will be the driveway to where the staging area is at. Whoa, we got a drop trailer here? I didn't know that. I didn't know we did dropping hooks here now, so I came here expecting a live unload. Alright, it does look like there's room to park, so I'd rather park here on the pavement if I can. So let's see, one of these open here. Both of these are vacant, okay. Ends up being an offset here with the way I ended up with that setup. Them tandems just don't want to go anywhere near the center of my spot. Good enough. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and walk over to the office. Like I said, you can also come in. I think I want to say you can come in on the other side of the lot also and just walk your bills up. But like I said, I'm okay with getting a little exercise here. Alright guys, we are checked in and got a dock door assignment right away. Gonna be docking in door 136. Now, there's a little bit of a complication over here, but as long as, because I just saw someone coming in with the trailer right over in that in this lane here, so don't know what he's got going on yet. There's a Witt Brothers truck right here up in front of this K-rail, right in front of us. It's right in front of my door. I was going to try to do a U-turn setup, but then it turned out I got lucky here. As I was walking back, I noticed that this whole area over here is vacant anyway, so should be able to dive my trailer in as far as I can and do a little bit more of a and actually have the room to do a U-turn setup. Had there been trailers over here, I wouldn't have been able to do the U-turn with Witt Brothers there. See, as it is, I barely had enough room. Alright, let's get the angle I want there. Okay, let me get my doors open and we'll finish this. Alright, so it turns out, he didn't say anything about it, but from what I'm seeing of the other trailers and truckers in the doors, let me go forward a little bit more. I need a little bit more room for the front of my tractor to go into his direction. Alright, anyway. Yeah, looking at the drop trailer over here on the right of me and the truck that's next to it, it looks to me like the doors are actually open from inside the building. So, and I've only been there once before. I don't remember how it works, but yeah, looking at the dock door setup here, the way it looks here, and plus what I'm seeing over here on these other trailers suggests to me, yeah, you're supposed to bump the dock with the doors closed, and they'll unseal and open them from inside the building. Alright, so I'll have some more for you when we're docking out. Alright guys, we're all done here. I was waiting for Simon Express so I could figure out what the hell I didn't want to move as long as he had no idea what I was doing. I still got to slide my tandems because they did want me to slide my tandems back. Let me go ahead and get out of the way first. So, see, Just in Time was just sliding her tandems, and holding them up. I don't know if this guy's docking into my door or a different one, so we'll just go ahead and come on over here. I need to double check that my trailer really is empty. I can do that over here though, where I'm out of the way. Alright guys, let's get out of here now. It's a little bit after noon, 12:13 to be exact, so it's just barely over 2 hours, right around 2 hours total here. And actually only about a little over an hour after my appointment time, so pretty reasonable on the speed here. Okay, from here, I'm gonna head over to the Blue Beacon over off Bonnie View Road. I can go either direction here. I can make a left there if I want to, but I'd rather come over this way and come back over to the highway that we came in off of, and take that down to Interstate 20, and then take 20 straight across. If we go the other way, it's surface streets all the way in, pretty much, but. Now, Highway 12, you can technically take straight on over to Bonneview Road, but it's not truck legal between, once you get north of the Blue Beacon and Flying J, it's actually not truck legal between there and Highway 12. So, because of that, I usually just go ahead and take, 360 or whatever this highway is, I can't remember, take it down to 20 instead. Alright, so that's it in a nutshell on this one. I'll give you guys a heads up on what we're doing next. We're going to be reloading again to later tonight, or later this evening, here in town at the Americold facility. Those are always Walmart loads, so yeah, expect that to be a Walmart delivery. We'll talk more about that one when we're doing that video, more than likely, okay? So, alright, I will let you all go for now. I appreciate you guys watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts on the whole booting thing, or maybe maybe you have some stories of your own to tell about fuel element blockers or something. Alright, that's otherwise, alright, we'll see you guys at Americold on the next video, right? Peace.